Okay, I thought I was done today, but no, I'm not. So after I read that report, we have to see this together because I need to see what he has to say after this loss. Let's do this together, right? I haven't seen this, so you know what? Let's just figure out what excuse this man has now. Let's see how he's gonna take accountability this time.
Execute well enough, in all three phases to the stadium with the right mindset, but we just did not execute well enough,
You
in
think?
all three phases to finish the game. And that's where we need to focus is on our execution. We had plenty of opportunities today and just didn't capitalize on enough of them to finish the game. And this is a tough one. We got to put it behind us. And we've got AFC games in front of us. And, we got to put our focus to Baltimore.
This doesn't give me confidence, man. We have AFC games in front of us. We are ranked. We are like 14th or 13th in the AFC. You couldn't even beat a bad NFC Packers team. What?
You talked a lot about execution in recent weeks as the reason why the defense isn't performing. Why are you guys not executing? Why is that part so inconsistent for you guys defensively?
Yeah, we haven't found that rhythm consistently in the secondary. That's right now. I thought we did a really good job against the run in this game. I thought we rushed well enough to win. We weren't able to turn them over, and there's these plays that that really hijack our rhythm, in the passing game, and that's where we got to put our focus. That's where it's been, and until we get that solved consistently, you're going to continue to see results like today because there's a lot of good defense being played out there, but then, you can't foul on 3rd and 20. You can't cut people loose. You can't miss tackles. And we got to play cleaner football.
Okay, here again is just the problem, right? If this was your first year as a head coach, you could get away with saying this. But the fact that it's your third year and you're saying you still can't find consistency, the problem is you. The fact that your team doesn't tackle well 3 years in, the problem is you. The fact that you are still giving up 3rd and longs on a consistent basis, the problem is you. You can't say this right now because this has been consistent throughout your entire tenure here on year 3. No BS anymore, dude. I get that you say you're taking accountability. We need to listen to him. We need to fire him. He's telling you, fire him, Spanos. 3 years and you can't find consistency? You know what? You did find consistency. You found consistency being consistently bad. Dog, what are we doing?
No.
The penalties on 3rd and extra longs, the fourth one you guys have had this year, the sixth one they've given up, 3rd and 15 plus this year overall. What is happening in those situations where you guys can't get off the field?
Just got to play with good fundamentals. They're going to throw a pass that's going deep, so we're connected in coverage, and you have to play with good fundamentals and not grab the guy. And it's as simple as that. We know that the routes are going deep.
Staley?
You
Who
need to be
coaches
connected
this?
with them, which is what we were, and you can't reach and grab.
But if the same thing keeps happening in those situations, the logical takeaway is that some messaging is not getting home because obviously you're.
I like this reporter. He's saying it's you, Staley, and I agree with him. I agree with him. At some point, it's happening too often. Stop it. There's no, oh yeah, you can't grab the guy. No. This is happening regularly on your watch.
Talking to the players every week.
Every week we're talking about fundamentals. Every week we show them the officiating videos. Every week we're talking about it. And so all we can continue to do is emphasize it. And I know that our coaching staff's doing that. I know that the message is getting across. We're not getting the execution on the field.
I guess, Brandon, I'm wondering, this defense has struggled all year, and dating back to when you got here, and you still haven't made any kind of significant changes. When you keep saying the same things and doing the same things, you still, I guess, why?
I have full confidence, like I've told you, and like I've told you from the beginning, I have full confidence in our way of playing. Full confidence in myself as the play caller and the.
Man, I'm getting visibly upset watching this and listening to this, man. I want to knock that stupid hat off your head and just sock you right now. I can't. Like, I hate that I'm so angry about this. And I know he's not a bad person, but it's just like you have full confidence. Why? Why? What good things have you done? I can't contain myself anymore. Dude, you haven't done anything right. How can you Let's just listen to it.
The way that we teach and the way that we scheme, full confidence in that. We got to bring this group together and do it consistently, okay? And that's where it's at. So you can stop asking that question, okay? I'm going to be calling the defenses, okay? So we're clear. So you don't have to ask that again.
I like how you're getting snippy, man. You know why they're asking you this? Let the reporter do his job, man. That's a fair question. 3 years in, no consistency, being good on defense. The fact that you continue to be so arrogant to say that you are unwilling to give up play calling when you have been god awful, that's a fair question. Spanos, if you see this, how can you allow your business, your organization, if you actually care about this team, about the fan base, how can you watch this and be okay with this? How can this be a responsible answer for you? He has such an ego for no reason. He has such an ego that he's unwilling to give up play calling. Are you watching what's happening on the field? You just allowed a bad quarterback his first 300-yard game, and you have practically made every team's offense look good against your team. How can you see this and be okay with this response? And his arrogance is what just irritates me. Don't get snippy, man. I understand you're upset because, yeah, you're garbage. But it's like, how can you not even have like a little bit of leeway to be like, you know what? We're going to need to, I might have to take some responsibility off my shoulder. Like, this is crazy. You can't get the job done. We have 3 years on you on like your track record of what this defense is going to look like under you.
Yeah, he wasn't. We weren't communicated well enough in that situation, and he turned him loose.
I think your fan base would hear full confidence, right, in everything that you're doing, and they see the product on the field, and they would see a disconnect there. So why?
I'm not here to talk to the fan base. I'm here to talk to my players, the locker room. I know that we give ourselves a chance to win every single week with the game plans that we have. Okay?
Do you really?
And we have done it here. You guys act like we've never played good defense. That's not the truth. That's not.
When did you play good
The
defense?
truth. You act like we haven't made any improvements. Today, in the run game, we played outstanding. We're rushing the quarterback well. What we got to do a better job of is in the passing game. And that's where our full attention is, and it's where it will continue to be.
This is the first season you've ever had a decent rush defense out of 3 years. And basically, I'm pretty sure if I go through statistics, you have been in the bottom third of leagues in the passing game for 3 years. How can you dare defend the fact that you've had a good defense? When and where? I must have had a concussion sometime within the last 3 years because I don't remember good defense being played by you consistently ever. I do know we've been in the bottom third since you've been our head coach. I'm lost for words right now.
There were a lot of other things that caused us to lose today. It certainly wasn't our defense. It was the way we played as a team. We didn't play well enough on the red zone on offense. We dropped too many passes. Okay, we gave up a few killer sacks. Okay, we did this as a team. Stop making it about one unit because that's not what happened out there today. Our team lost, and I am fully responsible for it, and I take full responsibility. But we lost as a team today, and that's the storyline.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Again, this is my problem. Look, man, the Packers have been bad all year long. They've only played offensively well against one team, and that was the Bears. Outside of that, every team has been able to slow down the Packers' offense. If your defense played somewhat decent, even halfway decent, we would have had enough opportunities to go out and win this game. Yes, I will give you some leeway because there was a lot of drop passes. Yes, but at the end of the day, the defense is so poor that they kept Justin Herbert off the field for so long. He couldn't score enough points because you guys wouldn't allow him back on the field. The fact that they just literally kept nickeling and diming you down the field, the fact that they kept getting third and longs, the fact that they kept getting like legitimately kept beating you on screenplays because your defense was like 10 yards off the ball. That's crazy. If you would have gotten a few more third down stops, even 2 or 3, Herbert might have put up more points and we wouldn't even be in this situation whatsoever. But your defense gave them no opportunity to get back on the field. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not excusing the offense because they did drop passes, but Keenan Allen, that's rare. He's allowed a bad game every now and then. And if this is what's called a bad game, because that man still balled out, I'm not excusing you. And the problem with this is as well is that this defensive collapse happens on a weekly basis. It's not just today. We saw this against Miami, the Titans. We can't stop anybody. The Lions we just recently had. If we had maybe just one more stop, we could have won this game. The fact that against the Lions and the Dolphins, we allowed them to punt like one time is insane.
I understand that, but it's not a personal shot at you or what you're doing. Again, it's just
Oh, no. I know you're not taking a personal shot at him, but I am. I'm taking a personal shot at you.
stats say that
You suck, Staley.
had, the first 300-yard passing game, I think, or something like that. Aaron Rodgers, he had one of the best games of his career. The stats are showing that consistently this defense
His first 300-yard game came against us. Yeah, no, you're right.
letting up big games to just about anyone. So that's why a lot of questioning is that way.
Sure. And
There's no significant changes. So that's what we're asking when we're talking about changes in the defense.
we have made adjustments throughout the season. It hasn't shown up exactly in an impactful, consistent way. But we have made changes. We have made adjustments, and our players know that. And we're going to continue to work hard at it. We're a little bit past halfway, and we'll see what progress we make moving forward.
The only progress that we made for this team right now is to fire you, Staley. You need to go. There's nothing else. I don't want to hear about your adjustments. I don't want to hear about another restart. You need to go.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good rushers over there, Jeff. So it's known pass. They've got a lot of good rushers over there. Thought we did a good enough job of protecting the passer today. But the story for us on offense was the way we played in the red zone. We moved the ball the whole day, but we had a bunch of drops in the game that really inhibited our ability to score the football. And again, we had a fumble, and that was the story. They had one takeaway. We didn't. It happened, in the red zone. And I think, on offense, that was the story for us because we drove the football and moved the football well today.
Quinn had a big drop there on the final drive. It's something that we saw.
Our bust.
He had a lot of drops. Why is that part of the game maybe not coming around from your perspective?
Well, you were also at training camp, and he made a lot of big plays in training camp too. So you need to do, your reporting justice because he had a really good training camp, and he's improving as a player. He had a tough down there. We're going to keep going back to him.
Anyone can play well in training camp. Not taking nothing away about what he did. But when it matters, to me, it's like when players play great, but they just can't play great under pressure or in game-winning situations. Or similar to Kirk Cousins, as great as he is, he struggles on primetime games. Look, man, at the end of the day, you could be as great as you want in practice. Don't mean anything if you don't do that in a game. And it's been consistent. This kid hasn't had a great game whatsoever. So, yeah, that's a problem. Stop getting snippy about this. This isn't looking good. You drafted this kid in the first round. We're seeing what Zay Flowers and Addison are doing. And, I mean, you're looking at Nakua, who was drafted in the 4th round, absolutely killing it. And your first-round pick looks terrible out there. So, no, don't get snippy, man. I don't want to hear this shit. This does not look good.
He's going to be an outstanding player. We love coaching him, and Justin's going to continue to go to him. And the more he plays, the more he's going to be able to knock down, opportunities like that.
Do you have any update on Joey Bosa?
I don't.
All right, well, that's where we're at. Take this how you will, Bull fam. I maybe it's just because I can't stand seeing this man anymore. Just watching him and listening to him just irritates me now. Absolutely irritates me now. So, I don't know. I just wanted to see this with you. So, yeah. Hopefully I didn't piss you off anymore.